Dun 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 dun. Okay. Well, it's been a bit of a fucking ordeal, but I think we got it working in the end. So let's have a look. 7B and 1C. And these are best of 7? Okay. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. 3A. Cornucopia. Wait, what? The ends. It's Araloo versus Tatanka. 3A. Cornucopia. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. I thought we were in the semis, and we're not. Okay, how do I fix that? Just do that. Okay, so what are the rules? We've got the ends, which is where you have the vision, and selecting a unit 2 games in a row is forbidden. Alright. And I think that means we're all sorted. We're like actually good to go. Correct? It looks like it. Okay. So we going? Waiting for Araloo to pick his deck. There we go. God, it's weird. Can the old champ beat the young champ? It's very weird to think of Araloo as old. Oh, bit of lag. We're connecting from quite a few different locations right now. It's Argentina, Sweden and UK, so We're a bit all over the place. Do 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 do. Okay, well, let's see what we got. We got Squirrel, Toad, Falcon, Cam, Boar Mine against Squirrel, Mole, Falcon, Skunk, Boar Mine. Now, I find mines can be quite useful on this map because you know your opponent is going to have to walk through a certain area, and because of the low vision, it's very easy to sneak them out. So it's no surprise that both players have taken them. Both players actually have pretty similar decks. Toad for Mole and Cam for Skunk. Speaking of moles, but the Toad Mole serve similar functions as oh damn, the Mole gets some value there. Big loss for Tatanka. The Mole serves some similar function as the Toads. They've got a bit of overlap with their crit to buildings, although the Toad is obviously going to be a lot better at dealing with crowds of tier 1. And Cam and the Skunk, also very similar, anti tier 1, but the Skunk's going to be better in a straight up slugging match. I think Cams are probably better than Skunks in this. Skunks, I mean, with the vision the way it is, you can't really make use of the Skunk's range. Or at least you can, but it's a bit harder. Also, Tatanka has built these warrens very close to this cliff. I wonder if that is going to come back to bite him. I don't know how much experience these two have on this map specifically, because, you know, there's some people like me who turn up and do everything on the day, and there are some people who are just sort of routinely practice all the maps and variants. Reed Valley. Hang on, do I have Reed Valley? I think I do. Just checking I've got the next map ready to go. So far, I've just looked at the scores. They were all sort of landslides. It was 4-1 for Meek against me. It was 4-0 for Mishi against QQ, and 4-1 for Melvin against Sensej. So, I mean, it's kind of not surprising because Tatanka, because Meek, Melvin, and Mishi are seeded 2, 3, and 4, so you'd expect them to do pretty well, dominate pretty highly at this point. Tatanka was actually seed 1, and Araloo was seed 7. So, you know, following the pattern, you'd expect Tatanka to just 4-1 or 4-0 Araloo, but this is a fairly, I think this is a lot closer than the other matchups were, just in terms of player skill. Maybe not by the seeds, by the maths of it, but by what I know about these players, I consider it fairly even. God, all these moles from Araloo coming in at the side. The flanking moles. This has got to be a huge moment to push. So many moles still up, just tanking hits. There's not a lot behind it. And those moles do bleed out. Still some squirrels here causing a bit of havoc. Why are so many of Araloo's squirrels turning around to shoot the commander? When the squirrels are... Oh, it's because they can't see the squirrels. Okay, that makes sense. Well, still significant damage done by Araloo there. Even if he didn't quite get the finishing blow he was looking for. He got that mill to about half health and was looking to destroy it. Obviously, that would have been GG. I loved this, like, mole flank here. That was brilliant. He goes back, goes straight into a boar while being 3 farms up. Araloo, or Tatanka, has an army advantage, technically, but a lot of that is going to be, well, some of that is going to be the mines. Araloo has a fair number himself. It's not really enough to win the game on. It's a fairly small army advantage, but Tatanka can't really just sit back at this point. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Like, where does Tatanka... I mean, Tatanka's trying to get up his tier 3, but he's like a decent 30 seconds behind Araloo's. Araloo is just going to have... Well, the eco is even now. Tatanka quickly re-upped on this mill. So it's still a bit of advantage for Araloo, but nothing too crazy. It's just whether or not it will pay off in time. Tatanka's got the boar paid for, but I mean, Araloo's is about to come out. But then it still needs to walk across. Well, here it comes. I don't know if Tatanka's boar's going to get up in time. Araloo might wait for some more of his falcons. Tatanka bravely ecoing up on this corner mill. Araloo is taking a corner mill himself, but he's not put anything on it yet. Okay, we've got the cams hiding back here, ready to come in, but they kind of miss their cue. The boar is still building. Now the cams have to walk straight in through the fire. I see what Araloo was going for, what Tatanka was going for there. He was trying to get everything split up, but there's just too much army. This looks like GG. The boar can't do anything against these falcons. The boar is pretty useless for Tatanka there. And Araloo takes game 1. Okay, so gonna need your help to remember what units are banned. There's no squirrel... Shit, I should have written this down. There's no squirrel, toad, falcon, cam, boar, mine for Tatanka. And for Araloo it was squirrel, mole, falcon, skunk, boar, mine. So no falcons, no boars, no squirrels for either player. That puts Tatanka, that puts Araloo actually at a huge advantage, because he's allowed to take toads. It's going to be a lizard v lizard game, but Araloo can take toads. He's not taking toads, which might be an oversight on his part. I think that might be maybe a lack of realization that his opponent is forced into lizards, lizard only. I think it's very unlikely that he realized Tatanka had to take lizards and then just refused to take toads on principle. Okay, if Araloo wins this, it'll be the only set, the only match in this set where the lower seeded player beats a higher. Now let's see actually if I can whip up a quick scoreboard. I had to do a lot of fanning about to get this to get everything to work. Can't remember exactly how overlays work. Well, at the very least I can write it down for myself. Oh shit, I'm missing lizards while I'm busy doing admin. Okay, well, so far everything looks pretty even. There was a farm picked off here. That's not proven decisive yet. I don't know if I can add an overlay to the way I'm doing things now. I also forget where I'm supposed to put it. Oh shit, I'm missing lizard fights again. But this time, because Aralu's ready for it. You know what, I'll do that in the break while they're picking decks. Aralu's able to chase off Tatanka, get a decent trade. Tatanka's gone snakes, which is odd. I don't think snakes are particularly good against lizards. You can't do the Sasha thing where you hit the mill, which looks like what he's trying to do. Like, he's taking his snakes all the way up here. And Aralu sees the snake moving up anyway. Oh, he's got his cams coming down. How's this going to work? No, the cams get pulled back. What is this snake doing? Oh my god, this snake. Tatanka not... Has Aralu not seen that? Not seen the dot? What the fuck is Tatanka doing? I mean, okay. He got four pigs. So 4 pigs, that's 240. 2 snakes, that's 120. It's decent. It's technically a double trade, but doesn't feel worth it. Especially when Aralu's got this badger building, which at least the tanker has scouted. Yeah, well, I wonder if he could have got more if he'd like rallied his lizards up while he brought his snakes round. Certainly. Okay, so we got 33 lizards coming out for Tatanka. Just mass liz. And this could work. Can he focus fire the snake, the badger? Does he want to? He is. He has. I think that badger's probably going to die. The lizards basically take care of themselves. Oh, the badger dies. Yeah, I mean, lizard snake is a pretty good answer to badger, even with the cams. There's only 2 cams anyway. And now Tatanka's pushing when Aralu is just so far behind on tempo. Plus, these farm pickoffs are really adding up now because the farms have fallowed. Like, Aralu lost all the fresher farms here. So he's seriously behind on eco. It looks like Tatanka might have this. We might be going to game to 1-1. Is this about to be a surrender? What's he doing? He's taking his cams down. He wants to get some picks off himself. But Tatanka's about to move in. And there's 3 lizards and 2 machine guns to hold this. Is he going to try and base race with his 2 cams? That's not going to work. Not against 20 lizards. Okay, I think I do it like this. Well, apparently I don't, since that hasn't worked. See, that was a clue. Oh, hang on. No. It looks like we have an overlay. It's not a great overlay, but it's there. I will fucking take it. Latest subscriber, Lucas Nickis. Latest follower, Solomon Dub. Okay, so Squirrel Mole, Falcon Cam, Boar Mine from Tatanka. Squirrel Mole, Falcon Skunk, Boar Mine from Araloo. So Aralu's gone back to his original deck. Tatanka's basically gone back to his original deck, but swapped out the toads for moles. So we got almost a mirror match. It's just the cams for the skunks. Maybe I should move these boxes up here so they're not in the way of the map. What would be really fancy is if I could never do this. You're supposed to be able to get these coloured, but it would never happen. Well, that's sort of coloured. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Although the colours are the wrong way round. That is bad. Let me just quickly do a little swapsy. It's Araloo who's the blue one. There we go. Okay, Araloo trying his mole shenanigans again. This time Tatanka was wary. I think that's not too bad. All things considered, I will take that. Okay, well, while I was busy fucking around with the settings to make sure everything was working, Tatanka just comes in and does his own mole push and just absolutely fucks up Araloo. Mill down, farms destroyed, Araloo desperately building skunks to try and get a push back. As Tatanka's going for his boar. Araloo might have the time to move in. He's waiting for his skunks to arrive. I think Araloo still has time to do this. If he gets 3 skunks and pushes in to Tatanka's pure squirrel, he can go. But he can't wait. That boar is coming, and he's waiting for the 4th skunk. He hasn't scouted the boar, but it's now building. Yeah, there's no way Araloo can deal with the boar. He has to know that it's coming, because it's exactly what he did last game. He did a strong mole push, and then went into boar. So I imagine he must know it's coming. He's having to walk into quite the minefield here. But he can take it. He kills all of the fucking squirrels. He can get the mill here, probably. Oh, there are falcons coming out now for Tatanka, though. The boar's here as well. Can he get the mill? I feel like he sort of needs to. But the boar's here to save the day. Oh, that mill at 26 HP. Oh, that is so cursed. That's so sad. Yeah, waiting for the 4th skunk was what ruined his timing. I think he should have been fine on 3. I don't think he needed the 4th skunk. But now, what is he going to do? He has nothing to deal with this boar. No snakes, no falcons, just tier 1 and an inferior number of them at that. So, Tatanka takes another win. And that means I also need to change the map settings. So give me a moment. Get everything done. First of all that. Okay, it is Reed Valley. And what's the rule set for this? It is 5B. So cumulative bans. Cumulative. So each player bans 1 unit from their opponent's deck. Units stay banned. I'm going to have to slip the bans in their scoreboards, I think. Banned for Araloo Owl. Banned for Tatanka Wolf. So neither player can do the full Boar Owl. Let me just make sure I got that right. Araloo bans Owl. Araloo has... Okay. Alright, so we got Squirrel, Ferret, Falcon, Owl, Fox, Machine Gun, Balloon, Artie against Squirrel, Pigeon, Mole, Falcon, Cam, Badger, Wolf. Now, obviously, with a map like this where you start with 2 fully farmed bases, Meals last twice as long. You start with 300 food. Going multi-tier 3 is a no-brainer. I actually do wonder if... it probably would not be viable to just try and instantly mole rush. Probably. If you just like put down 5... If you just went to their base, put down 5 mole warrens or something, I assume it wouldn't work. These long, narrow passageways make it very difficult to push in. Tatanka just going to rely solely on the defences to see him through. Has taken the campfire as well. Yeah, I was thinking how many tier 1 you could get, but you could really only get 5 tier 1 warrens down. So it's not really enough to rush. The campfire doesn't really pay for itself. If you instantly buy it, I think it usually pays for itself. That's why I did it in all my games. Alright, so tier 3 starts. We've got Wolf Badger against 1 Fox and 3 Owls. But quite the defensive setup as well. These are ferrets. I mean, if Araloo doesn't have easy high ground vision, how far can he see? The all the ranged, like the flying units, did get a range increase to their sight, but I don't think that's enough to let give the vision the Falcons vision, and the Falcons need vision for the ferrets to be able to shoot up the hill. The tanker is just balloon creeping his way forward. I think Araloo... Something that I noticed about this when I started playing it is just how little warren space you actually have. Which kind of means you really want to save as much of it as you can for the big stuff, for tier 3s. You don't... The problem I was finding when I was running Badger is you have to devote so much of it to Pigeon, to tier 1 space. Okay. Now, this will be interesting. The Badger obviously chews through mice and owls pretty quickly, but can't deal with the balloons and the fox. Oh! Commander down! That's a big blow. Still, tier 3 for tier 3 at the moment. And the ferrets are even shooting up at these pigs. The fox gets shot as well! Just so many ferret shots. Okay, now Araloo is trying to retreat across the water. The water changes this dynamic so much as well, because nothing's as maneuverable. The swift units aren't as swift. No units can dodge as effectively, so ferrets become more viable. The badger slowed down a lot, but the fox being on this side, being out of the water, can just get so many more shots off just because the units are so much slower. Araloo has actually sold his badger warren and is now trying to focus fire the... I think he's trying to get his ferrets onto this arty. It looks like he's just pushed through anyway. Or not. I mean, ultimately, owls are strong. Like, Tatanka is just retreating to further points. However, I mean, again, Tatanka loses another couple of farms. These ferrets are just getting eaten by the mice. Like, the pigeons doing their best to keep them alive, but they're really not built for fighting them. And, okay. Araloo surrenders. I don't know if that was actually necessary. Tatanka did win the last game, didn't he? I've got this score right. It is 3-1. Yeah, but they can sell stuff. I guess, I mean, he had the eco advantage, is what I'm getting at. Though theoretically, I mean, maybe if he still had the badgie to get up, he could have kept going. Yeah, just sell the ferret ones. I'm not saying he wasn't disadvantaged, but he certainly might have been able. Okay, both players have banned Wolfowl. Now this will be interesting. Yeah, Tatanka was red. Yeah, I think that's right, because Tatanka was red in the last game, and he got that boar push. He did the mole push, destroyed the mill, and then he had the boar come to clear it up. Now what's this, and why can't I... See, stream chat is supposed to be visible, but it just isn't. I don't know why. Oh, hello. Is that gonna do it? Also, where has Araloo gone? Okay, that's just turned it into a box. Okay. Ziggy's come in and chatted. Okay, so yeah, that works, but it doesn't... I kind of want the text visible, but the background to be invisible. Not quite sure how I can do that. So I think we might just turn it off for now. I need to change the colours as well. Like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to do yellow on this. I guess that's green and blue, so, you know, having thought about it for a microsecond, I am pretty sure how I can do it, but, you know, the words have already come out my mouth. Okay, so no wolf, no owl. So Fox is at a premium here. Araloo going for... Araloo going to take a tier 3? He's got 7 units. I think you at least want the wolf, don't you? Surely you want the wolf. I don't know why both players want pigeons so badly. Alright. No tier 3 for Araloo. Squirrel, lizard, pigeon, mole, falcon, cam, skunk, balloon. Against squirrel, ferret, falcon, badger, owl, machine gun, balloon, arty. So Tatanka playing more defensive, taking the middle campfire. And both players just slamming down a bunch of tier 1 Warrens. Oh yeah, Wolf is banned. So no Wolf out. I'd still take Boar, Badger, Fox. Alright, so Tatanka going for this like forward setup. Probably wants to get an artillery down here. Then get some ferrets. Or maybe just go straight into ferrets. Balloon will give him vision up here and he can just start sieging. Yep, there we go. Ferret Fox. And this might be GG already. Like, if defenses get set up here, it's pretty hard to budge them because you've got to walk through the water to do it. Oh, hello. Here's an option that I had not considered. That is 14 moles with nothing to stop them. These squirrels can't get here in time. Why did he rally all? Why are the lizards coming? But still, that's a full A farm milled down. Yeah, just rush the mill. This mill's got to get got, right? I guess now he still has a campfire. Tatanka is still technically alive. But he can't rebuild anything. He has no eco. And he's outnumbered. Okay. Gotta remember, moles exist. Okay. And that, it already takes us to the closest series in this little set. No 4-1s. The pattern is broken. Okay. Araloo has banned... no, Tatanka has, funnily enough, decided he's going to ban Mole. Meanwhile, Tatanka is going to break the symmetry by banning MG instead. And I'm running out of room here. Might need to move it slightly over to the side. You got room there. Come on, don't fuck with me. Alright, Araloo taking... lots of players taking the defences. Whew, it's starting to get chilly. Which is weird because we're moving out of winter into summer, but it's fucking colder. Alright, here we go. Squirrel Toad, Ferret Falcon, Fox Mine Balloon Arty, and Tatanka seizes the campfire once again. Against Squirrel Lizard, Falcon Cam, Fox Machine Gun Balloon Artillery. Again, both players going for mass tier 1. Although this time Tatanka splitting, going Squirrel Toad, which puts Araloo in a bit of a rough spot since he's just put down 24 lizards. I gotta say, I don't think lizards are great on this map. But Araloo knows he's gotta fucking seize this. He can't let a setup happen. And the lizards will get there first. Like, the lack of range for lizards here is a big killer, as is their weakness to mines and toads, given that they have to walk through one-tile choke points. I mean, if Tanker wins another game, then he can ban lizards. Okay. Araloo just going in. Just face-tanking the toads. And it genuinely nearly worked. But, you know, nearly is not quite close enough. He, really needs to tech into something different. Okay, he's got the arty down. He's going into squirrels now. Tanker has this fox building. Is he going to go up to ferrets? He's putting down more mines. He knows that there's not going to be a mole play, but, you know, he's still worried about the lizards, and with good reason, because that is exactly what Araloo is doing. Will any lizards make it through? 2 lizards make it through with about 2 health between them. Oh, Araloo, this is not looking great. It's not looking great, is it, buddy? Yeah. Okay, Tatanka's got the fox halfway done. The ferrets are building. Araloo is only just starting to tech out of this tier 1. This is really bad for Araloo. I mean, those are not only consistent losses, but they're enormous losses. Especially that one at like 1 minute 40. No, 1 minute 20. That's a 30, not a 2 minute. Okay, the balloon arty should keep the ferrets at bay. I mean, Araloo can't arty push the way he wants to, which is slightly unfortunate for him. Also, this campfire, I mean, it's a small benefit, but it is still eco. You know, it is actually a campfire that is getting him food. These ferrets are just dodging the dodging all the arty shots. Okay, Mass Falcon. That's good. Araloo has 2 foxes coming up instead of 1. That's also good. He's trying to dance with his lizards. So the ferrets will get hit, but or at least so the ferrets can't shoot up. But it's not quite working out. It's another machine gun down. Okay, here come the fox shots. And Tatanka gets the first fox on fox, which is a big advantage. There's so many falcons. 16 for Tatanka. A mere 6 for Araloo. He's also floating a lot of food. Okay, he's got his fox healed up. No pigeons, but with healing, with water and territory healing combined, you know, you'll heal up pretty quick, especially on a low health unit like Fox. But Araloo is really regretting not having ferrets right now. Okay, so many falcons. All the falcons. Well, not quite all falcons. Quite a lot of cam as well. Are the squirrel lizards really necessary at this point? Do you not want to just... I mean, the 12 tier 1 units actually help. Yeah, I don't know what Araloo can really do if Tatanka just keeps on spamming balloons. Just puts balloons on every tile he can put balloons on. This Fox micro is going to be tense. Did the Fox walk into that shell? No, hit the lizard. Like, eventually Araloo is going to have to push. The burden is on him. But pushing over water, pushing through water into like a really powerful defensive setup is going to be hard. And none of these are like big, you know, like Union Buster type units that can just go through the picket line. He manages to take a fight mainly outside of the defences, but it does let Tatanka get his second Fox involved. Now it's pretty hard to see what's going on, but both of the Foxes are dead for Araloo, and both of the Foxes are up for Tatanka, which seems to imply that Tatanka is winning. Yeah, that was a very one-sided slaughter. Very one-sided slaughter. Ugh. And despite being the closest so far, Tatanka still goes through. And all of these games have followed the favourite. Mishi took down QQ, Tatanka took down Araloo, Meek took down me, and Melvin took down Sen. Now, do we have a second set of games to do tonight? I can't remember. It is... No, it's best of 7. Should have been best of 9. Now, I don't think we're doing the semi-finals tonight. I'd be cool if we were, but Mishi has pretty strict times, so I don't think... Yeah, no more for tonight. Which is disappointing. We didn't even hit the hour mark. I've still got 4 beers to drink.